Hello everyone, welcome to the Python lab, and today for the lab practice the topic is string. So we will learn a topic string. So what is the string? So string is a collection of the characters. So you can also see it is a sequence of the characters that can be enclosed in the single quotes or maybe double quotes or maybe inverted comma. So here you can write here, suppose the name is David. This is a student name. So let's see, the second name is example. So here you see this is the string, okay, string 1, and this is the string 2. Now you can print the value of the string very easy. And here this is my second string here. Okay, now you see the two strings are declared and these are printed on the screen. Now please have a look. We are able to create a string and we can print very easy. So now you can use a double inverted comma or maybe you can use a single inverted comma. There is no major difference between twos. Okay, so now try to print your favorite subject with the help of strings. So here what we do, we call a functions here input, and here you can see enter your subject name or maybe which you like most. And here I would like to print that subject. I would like to print the subject, and here you can put a constant string, and this is a example. I like here. Okay, so now can you see it will ask us give your favorite subject as a string here. Now I want to give example math. So here this constant string will be attached in front of the input string. Okay, so this input function help us to take a value from the keyboard. Okay, so here I can easily print the value of a string on the screen in the Python. Okay, now suppose now what I wanted to do, so here if you want to take a size of the string, here you can write we have a length function and give here. Okay, now can you see example, this is the subject, name is English, which is enter with the help of a string. Okay, so this function will help us to calculate the length of the string. Okay, it will give you, so basically it will give you the size of the string very easily. Okay, okay, now let's try to understand the example here, index or slice. So indexing is same like if you see, if you last some video, you see we have a list element. So list data structure. So in the list data structure we used to print here. Suppose this is our list, and if you want to access the list, sorry, not list, string, if you want to, just like a list we are using here. Okay, and here you have to be pass the index value here, example 0. Okay, so subject of 0, we call subject of 0. 0 mean to say first element, because start with the 0. And here let's see example math. Can you see right now? Math. So length is 4 and M is the first character. Okay, so you can check here the next character here, example 1 or maybe 2. Okay, so this is the indexing. Okay, and here example next I give the again math, and here you can see first character is M, second character is A. So this way you can easily make indexing of the string. Okay, this is same like a list. If you remember, please go to the last YouTube video where we had the practice about the list. Okay, so now what happens if we put here example 1 2 3. So this is, you can also put a colon here. Okay, and here you will see we want to see what is the output here, example math. So here you can see 1 2 3, that means element 1 2 3 will be printed. So here you can see very easily which is coming from here, 80. So 80, that means the second element here, second character is coming out. Okay, second and third character. So we start from first to third. So you can see M is a 0, actually 0 index, and A is a 1. So here ATH, so it should be selected, but it will not print the H. So AT will be there. Okay, that means it is printing the elements or character, whatever you can see, that is 1 2 3. Okay, so similarly we can see here, suppose here you can put a 0 here. Okay, and now see here math. Can you see here? Now it is giving you the first element store in the 0 index. So 0 to 3. Okay, but third 0 to 3 mean to say fourth character, but fourth character is not printing here. Okay, that means it will print for 3 characters. Okay, so this is the way you can understand the indexing. So practically that means I should say here, this is the character 0 1 and 2. This makes sense, right? And here 1 2 and 3. Okay, but 3, this will not print it. Okay, so 2 will be printed here. Okay, but the meaning is 1 2 3. Okay, we should say 1 to third character, and here this is 0 1 2 3. So basically this is also the 3 character, this is also the 3 characters over here. Okay, so guys, this is the way you can understand. Okay, now let's try to change it here a little bit. So if we do example only colon 3, and we will see what will happen here. That means it is printing again the first 3 letters or 3 characters in the string mat. So that means here, that means this is the again the element 0 1 2. Okay, 0 1 2. This is also possible. Okay, and next is, if you see what happens if you put this colon in the behind, and let's see what is the output here. Can you see? That means it will go for the last fourth character here, that is the H here. Okay, so here we should see this is a fourth character here. Okay, so that means it is a element fourth character is printing, but we can write third to fourth, because it is just like nothing here. We have nothing here, that means it is a last character here. So this is the way to understand the indexing. And one more, it is important, I wanted to do here more example. What will happen if I write a -1? Okay, and here you see what is the meaning of the minus 1. That is the last element. Okay, that means the last character or element. If it is a list, then we can say the element, but now we can say the character here. Okay, so this is the last elements, and last, this is element. Okay, this is the last element, and now what happens, say example here, I can write here. So basically here we can divide, like in the list we have a 3-part: start, stop, and like a step here. But here we don't put start and stop here, and I want to put here example 2. Okay, and let's see what will happen here. And again it will give me the last empty here, m and t. So empty mean to say it is basically switching or jumping with the step 2. Okay, so start, that means it is n. Okay, so here what is the jump should be, step should be t. Okay, that's start from the m, then next character will be t, and then there is nothing. So we can take example here, computer. Now please try to see, in a computer you will see first C will be there, and after it will skip the second 2 characters. There is a 2-step actually. So here you will see it will give me M, then it will give me the U, then it will give the E. Okay, so it is just like a jumping. Okay, that means here it will just print the every second element. Okay, every second element, I should say this is the every second element. Okay, and here if you wanted to write example -1, and here that is called the reverse. Okay, and let's see here, computer. So can you see it is a just opposite of your string. So this is very easy to understand, that if you want to make a reverse the string, you can directly use this indexing. Okay, you can use it very easily. And let's try to see one more here, last here for indexing. So basically I told you it is a start step here. Start step mean to say you can start from example 0, and here the length of a whole string, example 10 or 5 or whatever, and this can be the jump first. Okay, and let's see here what will be the jump now. Example here I can give a new word, new subject, English. So now here you will see here English is here. So it will print start, after it will start from the 0 E, and then it will print the next character here. Okay, then it is printing the full. But if you want to make a jump here with that step 2 here, now you will see it will making a jump after E. So first it will print E, then it will make a jump here. Okay, that will give you, I think, G here. G is coming. So similarly this is a jumping or indexing in the Python. So practically this looks like a slicing. So we should say this is a index or slice. So you can extract the string or substring with the help of these indexing. Okay, so guys, this is basically the string indexing and slicing. Okay, now let's try to do a little bit more practice here, and let's see. I like this subject here and here. Okay, now let's try to do some methods. Example here, I wanted to use a upper and lower case. So if you want to make your string a upper and lower case, so it is very easy to do. So first of all, you can call your string. So what is the string is a subject here, which we will pass. Okay, and then after you will call the method or functions. Very easy. Here you can see we have a couple of methods. I will use a little bit. Okay, so this will make your string upper, but here it is only for upper, and if you want to make it lower, just copy the same and you will put it here as lower. And let's see what will happen here. Example English, can you see right now? So it is making your string in a capital, this function, and the second will make it in the lower, but it is already in the lower. There is a no issue here. So example, I put now it is good. So I put a E capital, now it is a capital, it is a lower letter. Okay guys, I hope you can get it. This way you can make your string upper and lower. Okay, so now let's try to do one more. Now search and replace or and find. So we want to do these operations on our string. So here example, what we can do here. So first of all, here print. What we want to print here, we want to print our string. Example, this is our string subject, and then we can use a starts with. So starts with will basically look out the string, which is basically start with. Start with here, it is a functions here, you can put it here. Example here, my. Okay, I, my, you, whatever you can pass. This is actually like a searching the pattern. Okay, so it will check out the string starting with the my or not. Okay, and here if you want to execute it, then it will example here, my name is, can you see right now I put here, you can remove it, this like it will make a little bit. Okay, now here example, my name is, now can you see right here, because my string is starting with this my word. Okay, that's why I can see the result is true, because it is true. But if I make a wrong example, you are, okay, that means it will give me the false, because it start with the you, not the my. Okay, so I hope you can get it. This way you can find out this. Now there is a one more, same like endswith. Okay, now here I want to end with the suppose okay word. This is only example here, are you, okay, then it will give me, can you see right now it is bad. So I would like to make a write functions here. Here I can write here, this is my string, are you, okay, then it will give me the true here. Okay, so here I wanted to make it comment here. So now you will see my string is and with okay word, that means it is match. Okay, that's why I can say it is a true. But in what case it will be false? Okay dear, that means it is false because it is starting with okay. But in the case of this starts with, it will be good, it will be true here. Okay, now can you see right now in the both case it looks a false. Okay, so I hope you can get it, when you should use a start with, when you should ends with. Okay, so similarly here we can use a find, you want to find. example, what you want to find in your string, like. Okay, so but here you can remove it, but in your line it should be example, I like math. Now you will see it will give you the actually the first occurrence of the match. Okay, which word, like. So you see here this is on the which index. It is basically I on the 0 space 1, and this is 2. That's why I can see the result 2. Okay, so similarly you can change it. Okay, so do you like math? Now you can see this is on which position, 7. That means this is index value start here. Okay, so practically it will help us to find the specific string, but it will give you the occurrence of the that string. Basically index value it is returning. Okay, and what happens if, for example, if in your string there is no matching, then it will give you the -1. -1, that means a negative value, there is a nothing. Okay, so now this will help you. So one more, what we can do here. So here we can use a replace. So you want to, example, in your input you have any word which you want to change or replace. So here what you can do here, you can put example dislike. Okay, so in your input there will be maybe like, you want to replace it with that. So here how I can see example, I like math. So can you see right now, that means it is printing the first, but second my replace function helping me to replace easily. That means I can easily replace my any word in the string. So this way guys you can do searching, finding, replacing, start with or end with. Okay, so this will help you. Now we try to do one more example, split string. Okay, so if we want to do the split string, so what we have, so uh, we have a which functions, if you see split you can see here. So I will use a split functions here directly. Okay, so here I will use it. Can you see it will basically splitting as a value here, right? Can you see it will help me to split in a substrings here. Okay, that will help me to do that. Okay, so you can also try with the example here, like a space here. So I think it will be the same, and let's see, uh, mango, apple. Yes, it is same. Okay, so basically it is making a two different substrings, mango and apple. So this is your choice how you can do that. Okay, so this will help me to separating the task or separating the string in a substrings. Okay, so this task will help for separating. But what will happen if we will like a apple and mango, apple comma mango, this is not looks like a real separating. Can you see it is not a substring, it is considering as together. Okay, so in that case what we can do, we can put a, we will separate by delimiter comma here. So now mango comma apple, now it's okay, now it is a real separating. So this is called the separating with the specific delimiter. So you can use a dot, colon, comma, whatever. So this is you are practicing how to separate that. Okay, now one more, there is a one more example. Let's see, next is there is a stripping the string. So what is the stripping the string? So here example, you take the example here. You want to put example here space. I like math. So now this is my input string. You can see I put knowingly some space here. In the last, I also put some space. So I can print very easily that string. Now I want to strip it. But if you want to strip, so in the Python, we have a strip functions. You can try it. Okay. So now can you see it will strip or basically trim the space in the beginning or in the last, right? So you can try it. Similarly, we have a, if you want to left strip, so you can use a lstrip. Okay, lstrip will trim from the left side, left side space. Okay, and similarly we have a right strip. So can you see I am putting three functions together here, and I want to check here. So this is good. This is the general left or right. It works for left or right, and this works for the left, and this works for not for the left. It is working for the right. So this is trimmed. This is not trimmed in this case. Okay, I hope guys you can get it. This is the strip string. Okay, so this is the operation, and what we can do more example here. Concatenate. Okay, so how we can do the string concatenation example here. So suppose you wanted to create a string example. Suppose student, the grade has passed. So similarly, what is the name of the student? You can give the any random name. Example David. Okay, so these are two different strings. Okay, and you want to make it example final or add. You want to add or concatenate. So very simple. You can use grade plus name. Okay, so just you have to do that, and you have to print it. So can you find the system will give you automatic your variables. Can you see here this is added, but if you want to make it space, you can make a constant value here. Okay, so this way you can embed the blank space in between your strings. So this is the concatenations. Okay, so similarly we have one more example here. Format, this is also important. Format strings. So what is format string? Format string mean to say you wanted to use a format functions where you can print the values. Okay, so here example we have the same way, and what I wanted to use a print functions again here. Okay, and here I wanted to write example what is the details of a details. Okay, so I wanted to print a details, and here this is like a constant. Okay, and after that we generally give the how to say values, but this time I wanted to use a format. Okay, but after format what we usually give, because this is a functions, we have to pass the strings. Example grade, you can give, this is your choice, example grade and name. But where will be these string will be fit up? Fit up mean to say placeholder. Where is the place container? Think about that. So here somewhere here we will write a brackets. This is for the grade. Okay, the same sequence. Okay, and this is for the name, right? So if there is more, you can use that. Okay, let's see. Can you see? I can easily find out merge or print basically my strings. So grade is fit into this placeholder and name is fit into this placeholder. This placeholder you can make by the curly braces. Okay, this is the curly brackets, very simple. There is nothing. But this method we were using, this is like an old way. Previously we were using it. But nowadays we try to make it faster or how to say more professionals. So in that case, what we do here, so here we just make it shorter. Okay, and this format we take in the beginning. Okay, so we take in, we put into the beginning, and then after details is okay, and now you can just take it out. Okay, and here what you will do, you have to be put remember here, this is like a constant here. Now you can put example first string, that is a grade, and here you can put a second string. Okay, now it's good. Now can you see, if you want to use the fully way, you can use a format. If you want to make it shorter, can you see, this is very easy to do that. So I think it is okay. And what will happen? Nothing, both output is same. So now guys, it is up to you which method you want to give the preference. Okay, this way you can do that. Okay, now example, one more task is joining the string. So what is the joining the string here? So basically it is not like a concatenate. So here, so I should say, let's try to see split and join. So what we want to do, so example here, you wanted to take any example, let's see. So you have a subject, and we will take example the same way again. What you want to do, example, you want to make a fruits names, example here, enter fruit name. Okay, and here fruit, this is new example, we can take it. Okay, so now this way we can do it. Let's try to check it. Is it working? Example, apple and mango. Yes, I easily make it my string, and I can do that. Okay. Okay, now what we want to do, we wanted to example here print. So what is the string? Root. So this string I want to make it separate. Okay, this is separate with the general way. Okay, I can make it split. Okay, and then what will happen here, it will split. So that is a separated. Okay, so here you can see I can make it very easily that how to say, the separate functions very easily can manage it. Okay, now what we can do here, example, you can make it example result here. Okay, and you want to put dot split. So now what is the split value? It's stored into the results. Okay, this is a new variable and my splitting value in the results, apple. Okay, so this is the same way we can do that. Okay, now what I wanted to use here, example merge. So I'm going to create a new variable, that is a merge. Okay, so I wanted to show you here, I wanted to merge by these two, or maybe colon, whatever. Now I wanted to use a join operation, join methods. Okay, so I wanted to apply this join on my result. Okay, so here now I wanted to see what will be the value of the merge. So is it merge or not? So Apple, can you see I easily merge this in between. Basically I can embed something in between the two strings. So this is the way you can also use a join method to joining the string. Okay, so guys, I hope you can do this. Is a important some methods which is important in the Pythons related to the strings. Okay, so now let's try to do some task based on these strings. So example here, try to solve example palindrome name or string, whatever you can see, or number, whatever you can see. Okay, so we want to make that a short script for that. So first of all, what we do, so we can see here example my input. What is your input? Input can be any name. Example, I knowingly I'm giving the palindrome name, and you know palindrome is the same. If you make it reverse, it should be the same. If you make it reverse of this radar, you will see it will be the same. Okay, and other word sad as, try to make it reverse, it is the same. Okay, so we want to do that. Okay, so here what I wanted to do, I wanted to check out is it a palindrome or not. So here I will use a decision. For decision I will use a if. So here you will see I want to compare if with my string. So what is my string input? It is equal. It is equal to again this same string. But if you remember in the beginning, I told you how I can make a reverse. So for reversing a string, you use a two time columns, start, uh, stop, and the step. Step is -1. -1, if you remember, that is the last. So basically it will reverse. Okay, and here in the last, this is a stop. This is a stop colon. Okay, now I can declare my decision. Okay, if I can find out, this is a reverse, if reverse of the string is equal to the original, okay, then you can easily print palindrome. Okay, so you can easily print palindrome. Please keep remember the indentation here, so that is important. So now if it is the same, then you can say it is the palindrome, or maybe same, whatever you can see. Otherwise you can use else, that works on the false conditions, if you remember. So here we can put it here, not palindrome. Okay, and if you see here, so this radar is a palindrome. Okay, if you put it here knowingly radar m. Okay, now what will be the output? Not palindrome. Okay, I hope you can get it. This way you can easily use it, the string reverse options in your tasks. Okay, so this is the way you can use it. Now let's try to do one more task here. Example based on the string again, count characters and words. So we wanted to count characters and words. So how we can do that? So very easily here, example radar is a palindrome word. So suppose this is your input. So now with this input, what we want to do, so we want to find out or maybe count the characters or something. Okay, so easily I can use it. Which functions in the beginning I used it, if you remember. So I can write here char count. So this is the char count. So char count what? Of your input. So your input is where it is stored in the input. Okay, and try to see, so how many characters including spaces? 26 in your input. Okay, so easily you can count the characters. But what about the words? So if you want to count the words, example, radar. Okay, here this is the radar, this is a one word, second word, third, fourth and fifth. So if you want to count the word, in that case, sure, we have to use a function which I used previously, that is the splitting. So first I will try to create my variable, that is the words. So word will store the input. So here input as a words. So I want to call split functions here, which I showed you previously. Okay, so now the word will restore the individual words. This is a radar. Then it will store is a palindrome word. So after the space here. Okay, so I think it is done. And now what I can use, I can just I can write here word count. Okay, but here what you want to do, you want to apply on not input, not field value on the word. Okay, and now let's see, here you will see it will give you the how many words in your input string. Similarly, you can use, if you have a file, we will do later on, if you want to find the how many character words in the file, we can do it very easily. So this way you can easily do that. Okay, the last task for today, we try to do example one more. Validate emails, email ID or somehow. Okay, so how we can do that? So first of all, we have to write the email ID in your input. So you can give your input ID very easily. Okay, so example, you want to give the email ID here, example abc at the rate of. Okay, this time what we do, we take from the user. Okay, how we can take the value from the user? We tell the user enter your email. Okay, so now we will take the value from the users. Okay, the user will give the value, and you should know what the user value will give the value. Example here, user give the value, example abc at the rate of, suppose this is the one example, abc at the rate of xyz. This is the way. Okay, try to understand. So we try to find out this at the rate of. So what I will use here, so I will use a if. Again, this is my decisions here. If here, which character, this at the rate of character. Okay, so I'm going to find out. Now in my previous some labs, I use a operator, that is a membership operator in. I can use it where in input, because we take the input from the users. Okay, so I will look this character into the input. Okay, now I can write the logical and. Please go to my operators lecture lab, where there you can see how we use the different operators. So and will help me. So and mean to say left side condition should be okay and right side condition should be okay, both should be true here. So now what I want to use, input. Okay, so this is my again input. Now I will use a important endswith, which I use in the beginning. Okay, endswith dot com. So what I can write here, dot com. So I have to write that, because I'm looking for, because that means my line should be close or end with dot com. Okay, and here I can search. So can you see right now here? So you understand this basically the idea for our scripts here. If it is okay, then what we can do here, we can see you can give any valid email, good email, whatever. Okay, and otherwise you can write not a invalid email, something like that. Okay, so here you can write a invalid emails. I hope it is okay. Now let's try to execute it. So enter your email ID. So you can give example abc at the rate of xyz.com. So that is valid email ID. Okay, but what will happen if you give the wrong input? Example abc at the rate of xyz dot co, not com, dot co, because try to see what was the requirement. That will invalid email. That means the condition goes false, then I'm going into the else part. Okay, I hope guys you can get it. So in the last I'm going to close this session. So let's try to see in today's session what we did. We have discussed about the string. String was the collection of the different characters, sequence of characters. First we try to find out how to write a string and how we can print that. Then we discuss about how to find the length function can help us. Okay, and then after we discuss about indexing and slicing. Then we use a start stop step. This was the basically syntax, and here we use, this is the reverse, and this is like a skipping or jumping step 2, and this is the last element or characters. So then we discuss about string upper and lower. We try to make it upper and lower. Okay, and there is one more title you can also try, but most using upper and lower. And string search and replace, you can use start with, ends with, find and replace. We did it, and we discuss about how to separating into substrings. Separate function can help us. Then we discuss how to stripping. So strip, trimming the spaces, basically left strip, right strip. So you have it 3 different functions. Concatenate, use plus operator. String format functions can help you. And string join we use. And today we in the last try to solve the basic scripts. What are scripts? Example palindrome, and count character and words, and how to validate the emails IDs. So guys, I hope we done a good practice. You can do the practice. If you have any query, question, you can write in the comment sections. So till then, please take care. I will see you in my next live with a new topic. Thank you very much. Bye bye.